Hello, welcome to another edition of the Cardinal Review. Today, we will be taking a look at a new video game for the Nintendo Switch called A Short Hike. And this is a game about a short hike. It is very well named. Trust me, let's get into it. Short Hike is an action-adventure platforming indie game with stylized visuals and a bird that you play as who climbs a mountain trying to get to the summit. And while getting to the summit of this mountain, you can do mini games, side quests, or just barrel it to the top. And in the name of the game, like I said, it is very aptly named A Short Hike because this game is short, it is about a hike, and it is a game. Therefore, I think this is one of the best titled video games out there because it aptly describes the experience that you will have playing it at your home or elsewhere because it is on the Nintendo Switch. You can play it wherever you want. You can actually be taking a short hike while you are playing a short hike. Whoa, wowza. That's crazy. That's meta, if you will. I think it's fun. And also, you play as a bird. And what other animal would you rather play as? Birds can fly, people. I mean, you get that, right? You get it. Birds can fly. So, because this game is so short and hikey, well, you're saying, why should I buy it? Well, you know what? There's tons of reasons. Because I love this freaking game. Short Hike is so charming because when you're climbing this mountain, you can engage in activities with other little hikers, or you can play volleyball or fish and meet people. You can pick up a stick off the ground that means literally nothing, and you can swing it with the B button, and it doesn't do anything except swing a stick, but there's no reason for it, and it's there because it's charming and it's fun, okay? Sometimes we just want to have a charming, fun video game, okay? Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? I think the reason this game is so successful is because it is whimsical in nature, it is not hard, it is fun, it has no baggage, it is short, it is charming, and it is alive with a feeling of actual adventure. It takes place on this 3D island that is mainly vertical in scale, but feels much vaster. Vaster? Is vaster a word? We made it a word. Thanks. Feels much vaster than most locales because of the way this place is formed. Your character starts out with only being able to flap their wings like once or twice. But you collect these golden feathers that let you flap your wings more and more. You can get higher up than before. So at the end of the game, you feel like a bird superhero versus the beginning where you just sort of feel like this little kid bird who has like baby kid wings. You know what I mean? So at the beginning of the climb, you see all these ledges and things where you're like, there's no way I could get to that. Because in normal video games, you wouldn't be able to just like jump to that ledge. But because this has an actual sort of, shall I say it, Breath of the Wild kind of thing to it, where there's a sort of a stamina meter that consumes your golden feathers, your upgrades. Now, these little cliffs seem unattainable at first, but as you get to the top of the mountain and come back down, you realize that all of these little cliffs are so attainable because you have collected so many golden feathers, your stamina meter is so high, that you can just glide and climb wherever you want to go, and the mountain opens up into this playground. And it slowly does, just like in Breath of the Wild, where at the beginning of Zelda, you're like, I can't do anything, I'm just running around with a stick. Sound familiar? That's in this game too. So, you feel like, I can't climb anything, I just slip and slide right off like an idiot. I'll tell you what, the further the game progresses, the more powerful you feel that you are. And by power, I mean, you can flap your wings more. There is no combat in this video game because it is whimsical and fun and relaxing. If I could give this video game any other alternate title other than A Short Hike, which again, like I have said, is a great title and one of the best titles ever, I would give this game the title of Animal Crossing Adventures, because that's what this game looks like. Speaking of looks like, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are terrible at first. They start with this weird, blurry filter that makes it look like a early DS game. Now, All you have to do is go into the options and turn off chunky pixels and turn it down to the small pixels. It makes a world of difference because boom, the game looks great now. But at first, it looks terrible. I don't know why anyone would find this charming. It actually gives me a headache. When I saw the presentation on the Indie World Direct, I was like, wow, this game is giving me a headache. Don't let that turn you off. There's an option. Turn off the stupid graphical weirdness. They're trying to mimic a PS1 game. It ended up looking like a DS game. Don't play with it on. Turn it off, please, for the love of G's. So, that being said, what about the sound? The sound, again, has that Breath of the Wild feel where it will be completely deathly quiet and you'll just hear the wind. And then you'll soar up and start flapping your wings and catch updraft and start soaring into a direction. And the piano will start playing and this really, really beautiful music will start just haunting your soul brain. And it's so charming, so wondrous, and so wonderlusty. We're making up all the words today, sons. Now you listen to me. You say, well, why should I buy this game? It's only 2 hours long. That's how long it took me to complete it. Well, guess what? It's only $7. And you paid $60 damn for a game where you just move around puzzle pieces to fight enemies, or paid $60 for a video game this year that's convoluted and has no story that makes any sense. You know what? This game, the story actually makes sense. The characters make sense. There is no combat, so they couldn't get it wrong. That concludes my thoughts on A Short Hike. If you're sitting on the fence of that little chitty Bobo and you're thinking, well, shoot, Rob, should I pick up A Short Hike? Dang, I don't know. Yes, you should. If I didn't make it clear in this video, this game is beautimous. It's fantabulous. It's sexy. Go get it. Get you some, break you off a piece of that Short Hike, and fix yourself. Because this game will make you feel at home. I love you. Have a good night. And thank you for watching this edition of the Cardinal Review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you don't, I'll find you. And I will punch your arm really hard. Good day.